I never imagined a few careless words could torch everything we built. My name's Daniel. I'm 38, workin' logistics, and for 8 years I thought I knew my wife, Melissa. She was sharp, magnetic, and could command any room she entered. That confidence was what first pulled me in, but slowly that warmth started to cut like glass. Her jokes became sharper, the teasing more biting. I used to laugh with her until it stopped feeling funny. Last Friday, her company threw their annual dinner at a downtown hotel. She'd been buzzing about it all week. New dress, new heels, even a salon trip. I told her she looked stunning before she left. She smiled, kissed my cheek, and said, "Don't wait up." I didn't think much of it. Around 10 p.m., one of her coworkers, Ben, messaged me on Instagram. We'd only met once, so I was surprised. "Hey man, don't know if you're okay with this, but Melissa's kinda roasting you in front of everyone. Thought you should know." My stomach tightened. Then he sent a clip. There she was, my wife, wine glass in hand, laughing with her team. Someone off camera shouted, "Tell them about Daniel's promotion." She smirked, rolling her eyes. "Promotion? Please. The only thing he's promoted lately is his waistline. Man thinks fixing a shelf earns a medal." The room burst into laughter. Then she added, "I married potential, still waiting for it to stand up from the couch." The laughter kept looping in my head. I watched it 10 times, each replay cutting deeper. It wasn't just her words. It was her tone, the ease, the mockery. When she came home past midnight, she smelled of champagne and perfume. She tried to sneak in quietly, but I was waiting on the couch. She froze. "Hey, you're still up," she said, slipping off her heels. I didn't reply. The TV screen behind me froze on the video. Her face went pale. "Daniel, what is this?" "You tell me," I said quietly. "That your version of a joke?" She looked at the screen, then at me. It was just office humor. Everyone laughed. It meant nothing. I nodded slowly. "Didn't mean anything?" I repeated. "You turned me into a punchline in front of 50 people." She sighed, irritated. "You're taking this too seriously. You know I love you. It was funny." "Tell me," I said. "What's funny about humiliating your husband?" She rubbed her temples. "You're being dramatic, Daniel." That word, dramatic, snapped something inside me. I stood, walked past her, and went to bed in silence. She didn't follow. The next morning, I left early. At work, I couldn't focus. Every call, every email felt meaningless. My phone buzzed nonstop. Texts from her, a few from Ben, even a call from her manager. I ignored them all. By evening, Melissa showed up. At my office. Eyes red, makeup streaked. "Daniel, please. You're blowing this up." "It was stupid, I get it. I'm sorry." I looked at her for a long moment. "You embarrass me publicly," I said. "So we'll fix it publicly." Her brows knit together. "What does that mean?" I leaned back, calm. "It means whatever you destroyed in front of your coworkers, you'll rebuild in front of them too." Her mouth fell open. "You can't be serious." "Oh, I'm dead serious," I said. "If I was the joke last night, you'll be the apology today." She stared at me, speechless. The silence was heavier than any fight we'd ever had. "Daniel, please," she whispered, tears spilling. But I'd already decided. The next morning, her company group chat lit up. I'd posted the same video. Her laughter, her words, every second, followed by one short message. "When jokes turn into disrespect, they stop being funny. Hope the laughter was worth it." Then I turned off my phone. By noon, she'd called 10 times. Her boss called too. When I finally checked, over 100 messages waited. Her public apology was frantic, owning up to her cruelty and regret. But by then, the damage had already started to spread. Screenshots don't fade easily. The HR department had been notified after someone reported her comments. for creating a hostile environment. That evening, she came home early. Her voice was small when she spoke. "They're investigating me, Daniel. HR wants to meet Monday. You humiliated me." I looked up from the dinner I'd cooked. For myself. "No, Melissa, you humiliated us. I just made sure everyone saw the truth." She sat down across from me, shoulders trembling. "I made a mistake. Can't you forgive me? Without destroying my career?" I sighed. "I wanted to talk." You laughed. "I wanted understanding." You called me dramatic. So yes, I let the truth speak for itself. She covered her face with her hands. For the first time, she didn't look confident. She looked small. "I've worked there 6 years," she whispered. "They said I might be suspended." Silence filled the room, heavy and suffocating. I wanted to feel pity, to reach across the table. But all I felt was exhaustion. The kind that builds over years. Of quiet disrespect. Small cuts that never quite heal. "I didn't ask for this," I said softly. "I just wanted to be treated like a partner, not a punchline." That night, she slept in the guest room. I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering when we'd stopped being on the same side. By Monday, she was suspended pending review. She called me at lunch, voice trembling. "They said I can resign quietly, or risk being terminated. I don't know what to do." I didn't answer right away. Then I said, "Maybe take some time to decide. What mattered more to you, the laugh or the person?" She started crying. And for a moment I almost broke. But the truth was, I'd been breaking for years. Every time she mocked me in front of friends. Every time my efforts became her jokes. This wasn't one night's mistake. It was the final crack in something that had been dying quietly for a long time. That evening I came home to find her sitting at the kitchen table, an envelope in front of her. She looked up as I walked in. "I resigned," she said flatly. "Congratulations. You won." I shook my head. This was never about winning. "Then what was it about?" she snapped, tears glistening. "Making me pay?" I sat across from her. "It was about respect. You can't keep tearing someone down and expect them to smile through it forever." She looked away, silent. The fire that once filled her eyes was gone. Only guilt and weariness remained. Over the next few days, she tried to fix things. Cooking dinner, sending long messages, talking about therapy. But something in us had shifted. The laughter that once filled our home was now only an echo of what used to be. One night, as we sat in quiet at the table, she finally asked, "You're leaving, aren't you?" I met her eyes, tired but calm. "I think we both left a while ago," I said. "We just didn't say it out loud." She didn't argue, just nodded, tears tracing down her cheeks. The next morning, I packed a small suitcase, just clothes and essentials. Before I left, I turned once more. She stood in the doorway, clutching a mug, eyes hollow. "Daniel, I'm sorry," she whispered. "I know," I said quietly. "I just wish the apology came before the audience." Then I walked out. That was 6 months ago. Now I live in a small apartment by the harbor. It's quiet here. I've learned to appreciate the silence. No laughter at my expense. No apologies dressed as excuses. Sometimes I still think about that night, how a single careless joke can unravel an entire marriage. But mostly I think about peace, how it begins the moment you stop letting someone else decide your worth. And that, I realized, was the punchline I'd been missing all along.